makes it easy. Thus goes the famous catchy tagline of one of the world's top PC brands ad campaign. Well, today we definitely have a busy day as we're going to follow the MD of Acer, W.S.Mukund, throughout his day, and we're hoping he can make it as easy for us as possible. Without much ado, let's go see what he's up to.
Hi, morning Mokshada.
Good morning, sir.
Welcome to Acer.
Nice to meet you, Mr. Mukund.
So this is our India head office.
Yes.
From here we handle the entire India, plus Bangladesh and Bhutan.
Okay.
Right? We report into our regional office at Kuala Lumpur, which is the Asia Pac regional office.
Right.
And global headquarters is in Taiwan, but our CEO operates out of Europe. This is Sudipto Ghosh, Mokshada from NDTV Profit.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Sudipto is our Chief Customer Support Officer.
Okay.
He is one of the oldest employees. He's been there practically right from beginning.
Okay.
He used to be with HP earlier, and he's the one who's established all our service network in the country.
So you actually have been known to have a lot of employees who have stuck on with the company for many years, which is very rare. So what is it in you that makes them stick?
That I think is a question you should ask them.
Let me ask if you could tell us in one minute.
I will tell two things. One is that I find Mr. Mukund very demanding, at the same time very caring. This is a combination of senior management you will find quite rare.
Well, so let's go straight into what you begin your day with. What is the first thing that you do when you come to office?
Okay, first thing we do is to look at the foreign exchange market, because most of our supplies are imported origin, and any volatility in the foreign exchange can destroy or make our profits good. So since the market is very volatile these days, the first thing we'll do is take a look at what is our exposure, how much we have hedged and how much more we need to hedge, how the international markets have behaved overnight, what is the dollar strength in the international market, and based on that we'll take a call on what we should book, whether we should hedge now or wait for some more time.
And I can't help but notice this board over here, which symbolizes that you also have some of those traits in you. So can you teach me a little bit about what is going on here? I mean, especially if I can ask you the recession.
Actually, we followed a very simple strategy during the recession period. Fortunately, it's behind us. We just said focus on MC square. You know, very easy to remember because of Albert Einstein.
Right.
M meant market share. Right. One C went cost competitiveness, and the other C was for collect cash.
Okay.
Or cash flows.
Right.
Right. So during the recession period, we made all efforts to increase our market share. Though it was bad times, we launched a number of new products, almost 30 new products, without hesitating about the market condition.
Right.
We also came up with multi-brand. We launched Gateway. We launched e-machines. So that gave us a wider reach in the marketplace. So that's how our market share has gone up in the last 6 months by 4 percentage points in India.
Right.
We were a 7.5% market share company. This quarter, the results are not yet published. We expect to be 11.5% at least market share company.
Okay.
Right? In terms of cost competitiveness, we went through each of the areas within the organization where costs are incurred. And we said, are they essential costs or can they be rationalized? Right? At the same time, though we had never any cash problem. In fact, Acer India is a company with zero borrowing from the banks.
Right.
Okay, so we had no cash problem, but here it was to collect the cash earlier than your competitor, because the channels are the same.
If I can ask about your market share in terms of the notebook segment, for example, that is where you have a large chunk of the market share,
Right.
and you are one of the big players there. But there are also competition which is sort of going into new products and coming up with a lot of new strategies right now. So how do you? I mean, it's not the low hanging fruit anymore because a lot of vendors have taken away that market. So how are you planning to get back this? Where you have top brand recall for your notebook segment.
Okay, in terms of notebook market share in Q2 2009, we were a 16% market share company in India. This quarter, in fact, we expect it to go up to 20+% market share, right? The recipe has been, number one, introduce new products much faster than competition. Like last year, we introduced the netbook, which is a small form factor internet consumption device, right? In that, we have a market share of more than 40% worldwide as well as in India. Introducing products much faster than competition, making the products easy to use, affordable, a lot of new products, and a multi-brand strategy. I think these, coupled with our channel friendliness, our expanding channel in India, definitely will give us the growth in notebook market share.
Right. And what are you planning to take it up to now going forward? You're saying it was 60%.
Our desire is to be the leading notebook player in the country. So I think somewhere when the market is settling down, our 25-26% market share should make us the number one player in the country. I think which should happen in the next about 12 to 15 months time frame.
Great. Any new products that are coming out now which you can talk about? You've mentioned the ones that you've just
There will be a lot more products coming in this quarter, including new technologies of touch screen notebooks. So you don't require a mouse, nothing is required. You just keep touching like the phones which are available today. So touch screen notebooks will come, 3D notebooks will come. So the technology is moving fast. But Acer has always been the first to market with new technologies.
Right. So one more thing if I can ask you, in the hardware business nowadays, it's not really sufficient to just survive with the hardware. And a lot of companies, for example, recent ones being Dell, HP, have been moving towards the services business. Are you planning to do something like that with Acer?
It's an interesting question. Actually, Acer has built itself up purely on hardware, right? We are a hardware focused company. Probably that's why we are able to bring in products much faster than the others, because our resources are focused towards bringing in something new in hardware, right? Acer is expanding, but again into hardware. Like you must have heard that we have introduced smart handheld phones now. So we are getting into the telecom market, right? Within the PC market, we acquired Gateway, we acquired Packard Bell, e-machines. So there has been a growth through acquisitions within the PC market, but in terms of future growth, handhelds are the new area of growth that Acer has identified. There is a separate division within Acer which looks after the handheld products. So we will be into the mobile phones, mobile internet devices.
There's so much money that is coming out of that now. Are you planning to do anything over there?
No, we will remain focused as a mainline hardware company. Right? In terms of peripherals, there is one product line which we sell, which is actually IT product only, monitors. In terms of monitors, we have been number one in India in 2008. We hope to repeat that in 2009, right? So that is a product which is doing extremely well. It's a part of a PC, right? But it is not something like an attached device, like let's say a printer or a scanner, those kind of peripherals, no. Since we talked of a lot of new products coming in Q4, we had a lot of new products even during the recession period. Let me take this opportunity to show you some of the new products, including some products which nobody has seen till now in India.
Oh wow.
This is a product which we have launched. The processor is here. Okay. This is a full-fledged computer, living room PC again, and the computer box actually is here.
Oh, that's an
and it's a 1 liter box. I talked about 36 liter, that's 10 liter, this is 1 liter.
1 liter, okay.
Right? This is our new touch screen home PC, Aspire. Right? So you can, actually you don't need to use the keyboard because you can do everything with let's say I ask for video, right? Let me play one old Tamil movie for you. Sound irka? That is Vaijayanthimala and Shivaji Ganeshan in their young days.
When are these products coming out?
This is a product for this quarter.
Okay.
Right? These are already been just launched, and the special is the Olympic laptop. So this comes with that 8+ hours of battery life, longest battery life. At the same time, you can see it is less than 1 inch thick here, and you can feel the weight as against a conventional notebook, which weighs about 2.5 kilos. This is just about 2 kilos.
Okay, half
Right?
kilo.
And this is our revolutionary product I was talking to you about, small one, less than 1 kilo weight, 10-inch screen with web camera, 1 GB, 160 GB, full configured PC. Only thing it doesn't have probably is the optical drive. You can attach an external one. Right? So for a normal user, a student, or somebody who's always on the move, this is an ideal product. And this gives more than 6 hours of battery.
Well, I don't know about you, but after that interesting and informative discussion, I'm kind of hungry. So I'm going to join the boss and his colleagues for a nice home-cooked meal.
Okay, this is the lunch she has specially sent for you. What is the same?
Okay. No, it's vegetarian, right?
Vegetarian. We are pure vegetarians.
Okay.
She also said she sent you some tissue with a message.
Enjoy your
You.
food. Oh, how sweet. We have got a message from his wife. Does she send you messages on tissue as well? Like this? How sweet. Already, Mr. Mukund is a rather simple man with simple tastes. Perhaps the only symbol of flamboyancy is this E-Class mark, which again was actually forced on him by his management. So sir, where are we off to now?
We are going to an Acer mall, brand shop of Acer, which is the largest selling Acer laptops in the country.
Your culture versus the company's culture, is there a clash or does it match? You feel what is that fit like? Because you know, I also hear you went to government schools and convent schools. In fact, you studied for hours sitting on the floor. I mean, so you've had a very humble background. What has that been like?
See, Acer actually is an Oriental company, so the values of the company are more Oriental as compared to, let's say, an American parentage company or a European parentage company. So since I'm from India, I think the company cultures match, the value systems match in terms of austerity, but doing the product well, keeping long-term relationships. In terms of my schooling, yes, I've had exposure to different types of schools, convents as well as government schools, sitting on the floor. I think it added quite a lot to my character because it gave me an exposure to different aspects of the Indian life, Indian diaspora. And that definitely helped me to understand the country and therefore the customers, and in terms of catering to a customer segment much better. Manish runs 3 stores for us in Bangalore. This is his latest store and this is also the largest store. Between the 3 stores, he is our #1 retail partner all over the country.
So let's see how you can convince us. Why don't you show us around the store quickly? great line of products that you all have, but if I can ask you a little bit about your advertising campaign, marketing strategies going forward. For example, again, pardon me to mention, but HP, Dells have come up with rather colorful campaigns for the advertising. Is Acer planning to do something like that going forward? Would you be able to talk a little bit about your budgets or strategies?
Yes, in terms of brand campaign and brand awareness building, we used our brand ambassador Hrithik Roshan.
Right.
We are continuing that association. In fact, it is the longest brand ambassador association that IT company has. Marketing campaign is basically to draw the customers towards our channel showrooms like this. We have over 275 showrooms of this nature all over the country. Basically, what we will be looking at in terms of media is that last few months we have concentrated on print media, but going forward I think we'll have a balance between print and TV as well as cinema, because Kites is going to release.
Yes.
So we will be doing some activities hopefully along with Kites. So there will be a media mix will definitely undergo a change. And since the market is looking up now, it's more buoyant, definitely advertising spends will go up. We spend up to about 3 to 4% of our revenue. This year the revenue will be about 2,000 crores on advertising alone.
Okay.
Okay, and one more thing that we are launching in our advertising campaign is also to highlight to our customers how they can reach support, because marketing doesn't stop just at selling. You know, the customer has to be able to reach us, and since we are an indirect company, you will see in the next few months coming up, there will be a lot of emphasis on how customer can reach us even for support. We have taken a lot of new initiatives in support, including the first IT company to start web chat for customers.
So when you say your marketing mix is going to be changing, would you be able to break up the percentage for us?
Yeah, I think roughly about 35% in print, 35% on TV commercials, and in the balance 30% we would spend about 20% on online, that is web based, and about 10% for film activation.
And how has this changed from last year or the previous?
In terms of last year, our online was not 20%, it was hardly about 5% or so.
Okay.
So we realized more and more customers are depending on the web for doing their pre-purchase research. So we would like to invest money there.
Finally, what would be your market share as of now, sir?
Overall PCs put together, I expect it to be around 14%. That's the
So your
desktops
world
plus
number, what would your world rank?
Worldwide, we are number 2 in the quarter, which was the Q2 2009, for which official Gartner published reports are available. We had a market share in notebooks of 20.1%, so which made us worldwide number 2. We overtook the now number 3 to come to the number 2 position.
Right. Enough of serious talk. Let's check out the lighter side of Mr. Mukund, his secret hobbies and hidden talents. But all of this on the other side of this short commercial break.
I think fitness basically is consisting of 2 parts. One is your food habits, and second is regular exercise, at least a moderate exercise, if not cardio kind of an exercise. If you can do cardio, nothing like it. Fitness, basically I do about 35 to 40 minutes of this treadmill walking every day in the morning, and on weekends it's about an hour 10 minutes kind of a walk. So I think that has to be regular. And in terms of food habits, it's basically plenty of fruits, vegetables, right? We don't eat too much of a spicy food, or let's say non-fat food. My wife controls it quite strictly.
So here we are, right outside Mr. Mukund's doorstep. I think we made it just after him. It was a fairly long drive for Bangalore standards at least. So can't wait to meet his family.
Hello, come
Hi.
on in. I just got in before you.
Yeah,
Come,
you beat us to
welcome.
it. Thank you.
This is my wife Ashwini, Mokshada
Hi.
from NDTV Profit.
Hi ma'am, nice to meet you. Thank you for the lovely food for lunch.
Oh, you enjoyed it?
Please,
Yes,
please
very
have a
much.
seat.
before it gets dark and before dinner time sets in, why don't you guess who's cooking? Well, Mr. Mukund himself. And guess what's for dinner? Well, it's something from his own backyard, or shall I say balcony. Hi sir. So you seem to like farming quite a bit.
Yeah.
What are you cultivating here?
Basically, these are some decorative plants, some flowering plants, like this is jasmine, right? The rest of them are decorative. I'm trying to do a bonsai of a mango tree here. This fellow is about 4 years old, right? Besides that, in the other balcony, we have something like, kadi patta and all that. Okay. Here we have a tomato plant which has grown, and you can see ripe tomatoes here. Probably we can have these for dinner today, for our salad. Right, farming actually is something that I would like to do later on in life, because I think it takes you back to nature. It teaches you to comply with nature rather than trying to master nature, right? And in a situation where we've already sort of destroyed the environment on our planet, the God-given greenery, the God-given freshness, oxygen levels, we have polluted all that. I think farming is one way of, in a very small way, contributing back and giving life back to the earth, right? So that's what I would like to do later on in life.
Now it's almost 27 years, Mukund. We have lived a happy life. Now this song which I am going to sing now, it is dedicated for you only, and which means, it's like it's in Marathi I am going to sing. The meaning of this song is the relationship, how it has blossomed. जीवनात ही घडी अशीच राहू दे, जीवनात ही घडी अशीच राहू दे, प्रीतीच्या फुलावरी वसंत नाचू दे.
Well, on that musical note, I'm going to sum up. Clearly, Mr. Mukund is not just an ace in Acer, but also an ace at cooking, family ties, fitness, farming. I've definitely learned a lot from this multifaceted gentleman, and I hope you have too. In Bangalore with camera person Murthy, Mokshada, Batra, NDTV Profit.